Hi and welcome to this ZENworks video. In this video we're going to look at a few of the ways ZENworks can help you reduce the time you spend supporting your desktops. ZENworks saves you time by first of all providing a single console. This means that those people who are going to be using ZENworks in their day-to-day job can learn one console, that's the ZENworks Control Center, and it's going to grow with you as you use more of the ZENworks capability. So you may choose to start with just one aspect of the product, such as bundled deployment, which is how you deploy applications. And then as you open up and start to use policies or imaging or asset management or patch, that console is going to provide additional capabilities that generally follow the same paradigm and the same principles. Second, it's going to help reduce travel time because you will be able to use remote management so that you don't have to drive, fly, or walk to solve the user's problem. You'll have application management, which means no more walking to the device to deploy software. And even things like full disk encryption we've thought about there, so that if your users forget their passwords, they don't have to send their laptop to you. They can simply call the help desk, quickly go through a process that will get them up and on their way. There's also a fast and easy provisioning process for deploying the primary servers. And then of course, once you have the primary servers deployed, either through your Windows or Linux servers or even through our virtual appliance, you simply can install or push out the agent and promote necessary devices to be satellites. Finally, we're going to help you by reducing the amount of time it takes to package applications and deploy those in your environment. Admin Studio Standard Edition is included with the Novell ZENworks suite, as is ZENworks Application Virtualization Studio. Both of these tools make it extremely easy to package your applications for deployment to your Windows devices. The ZENworks Configuration Management and ZENworks Application Virtualization Server components make it easy to deploy apps to both managed devices in the case of ZCM or unmanaged devices in the case of the ZENworks Application Virtualization Server product. Finally, you'll find that you'll need a lot less scripting than any other tool you've probably used for doing software deployments, as we've made it easy to build sets of actions using common tasks to be able to deploy those applications. Let's take a look at just a couple of these. So what I have here is the ZENworks Control Center. Again, this is your main single console. So once I learn to use it, I'm going to be pretty comfortable throughout the rest. Matter of fact, things like endpoint security, full disk encryption, they won't even be in your administrator's face unless you've enabled those capabilities. As far as being able to help you reduce time by not having to visit your devices, if a user has a problem, you can either go to that user's object, or in my case, my device that's having a problem is actually a server. I could go in and select that server. I can say remote control. And when I do that remote control, I can remote control that device either via IP address or name. One important thing to note here is this device is actually behind a NAT, when my management device is actually on the other side of that NAT. You'll see here that we've made it easy. The system automatically detects that that's the case and routes this through a middleman who makes sure that you can get to that device. I can then say OK, and it will immediately remote control. You'll notice no password was required, so there's no passwords to take care of. Instead, this is all using rights-based authentication. So if you've granted rights to these devices in the zone, your users are going to be able to remote control them. If not, they won't. When it comes to building applications, it's very easy for you to create an application that needs to be deployed. Quick example here, let's say we wanted to deploy the .NET framework. So you'll see I've created a simple bundle here that installs the .NET framework. Within a bundle, there's no script to write. You're simply going to chain together a few actions. You'll see first it's going to copy some files. It's going to then launch an executable with the appropriate command line parameters to run the application, and it's then going to delete some files when it's all done. So there's no need to write a VB script or a batch file or anything else to do this task. The system's going to do that. You've got the ability to do error checking on each action, so on and so forth. So very easy to build applications for deployment. For packaging your applications to actually deploy them, we offer two different options. The Admin Studio Standard Edition for doing traditional MSI packaging and customization, and the ZENworks Application Virtualization Studio that lets you quickly virtualize existing Windows applications. This is a very easy process. You can either build it from an application template. There's a set of applications out on the web that have already been pre-canned that you can do. We also have a process called harvesting, where we scan your device, send some information to a cloud server, and we are able to identify the software that's on your machine that Zav has already been made aware of, and we can then simply turn those applications into virtual applications. For applications that aren't known, you can simply do a quick snapshot of the applications, or if you're more need to get involved, let's say you have an in-house application, you can even build an application directly as a ZENworks application virtualization project. Once you have that, you have a simple executable that you can take and deploy to any of your users, or you can post that on either the ZENworks configuration management, where the end user can access that application, or you can do that by going to the ZENworks Application Virtualization web portal and simply log in there. This doesn't require any agent to be installed on the machine. As such, it works really well for consultants, home workers, people using their own hardware that you don't want to manage. They will then come in, see the applications that they can run, and click on those applications to run them. For existing ZCM users who are already being managed, these same applications could be made available as bundles. And when you do have the agent, you have the ability to seamlessly integrate this with the end user's desktop experience by putting icons on the desktop start menu, or you can also put them in a application portal, if you will. When you come in here, the user will be able to see all of their applications, and those are all the corporate delivered apps. So using ZENworks, we can save you time by giving you a single console, by making it so that you don't have to travel to the end user, by reducing the time it takes to package and deploy applications, and also by making it quick and easy to deploy the server infrastructure. Thank you for joining me. This is Jason Blackett, the Zen Guru, signing off.